Hello, welcome to week 3, Social Media and Society, part 2. I hope you survived my first video. I promise I'll try and make them a bit shorter. I just don't want to not provide you with all the information you may need to be successful. So, you're watching week 3, part 2 video. For an overview of the requirements for this week, we're doing part 1 of your wiki assignment. You're going to be working the groups you've already created. To create the content, which will provide an overview of social media tools. So let's get started. First, I want to get started to make sure everybody's signed up for a group. So if you go to communication, you're going to see groups. If you select groups, you're going to see all the different groups that you can sign up for. And if you click on the number, you're going to see who's in that group. So if you want to find your group because you can't remember where you signed up for, you're going to have to go through all of them. Or email me, which I'll have to go through all of them. I see that, I think that's only me. Oh no, we need some more people in the RS feed group. So if you haven't had a group, if you haven't signed up for a group yet, I would like you to sign up for RSS because that's the only place that has room left. Okay, so if you haven't signed up for a group, please sign up for RSS and contact me. And if you are signed up for a group, thank you very much. And let's get started by going to content. So here we're going to pick week 3, part 2. When you select that, it's going to show you a very short week or a very short part of the week. So if you select introduction, we're going to talk about an increasingly available suite of social media tools that empower, enable, and assist people in contributing content. Many of these tools are relatively mature, having been in use for a number of years, whereas others are still evolving with new features and capabilities are being added on a regular basis. This module will provide an overview of some of the most commonly used social media tools and will examine how they are being used, their advantages and disadvantages, and will offer examples and references for continued exploration. So after completing this module, you should be able to describe the following tools, determine their use, and provide examples. So all of the tools we will be working on. Now, from last semester, I got a fair bit of people going, why are we working in groups? This is an online class. And there is a method to this madness. It's because in the real working world, this is something you may be required to do. As part of my current job and other jobs I've had, and a lot of my colleagues or friends in the workforce, a lot of it is using social media, not so much in the sense of networking with friends, but networking with workers or clients. And a lot of it's one-stop shopping, the fundamentals of knowledge management, having people go to one spot such as a wiki to enable them to use other tools. So what this is teaching you is how to collaboratively work in a group without necessarily being face to face. It is a very important part of this course, so I hope you embrace it and work at it as best as possible. So you're going to have to complete this wiki assignment by Monday, May 27th at 11:59 p.m. So I'm just going to do one more thing. Besides doing your communications with your groups, you also had to do some discussions. So if you clicked on your group, I asked you to create some posts in your group, and we already see the bloggers had a really good start on that, talking about what they're working on. So great job. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. So within your group, this is a network that you guys can use to share and build. So continue open dialogue on this, and it's only open to your group. No other group can see it. So let's go back to content. Week 3, part 2. We just did an overview of the introduction. The summary is just going to give a synopsis of what we talked about, just saying this is what you're going to be able to do. And let's go down to the assignment. If you click on Wiki Assignment Part 1, it's going to take you to the Dropbox. Nothing's actually due in the Dropbox, but it's going to show you where the assignment is housed. I want to show you suggested resources right here. If you click on this, it's going to open a PDF of suggested resources for each group. So there you'll see social networks. You can use this to help build your page. You can also use this if you do use these references provided to you to build your reference page on your wiki. So you're going to see for each one, whoops, who it's for, social bookmarking, and each group has a reference page. So please take advantage of this resource already provided to you. And then you're going to see the assignment instructions. So let's open those and do a quick overview. So the purpose of this assignment is to enable you to work collaboratively in a group to contribute content to a wiki, which will provide an overview of key tools. So it's a double thing. Number one, it's going to have you work collaboratively, and it's going to share the knowledge you need to learn for this course to be successful. So instead of you all doing an assignment about blogs, you're going to be able to have one part of the class do that assignment on blogs and everybody be able to learn from it. So what are the requirements? In your group, you're going to sign up for your group and you're going to research the tool and create a collaborative wiki page that describes the tool, its uses, and provides relevant examples. So you have to answer 3 questions. What is it? A description of the social media tool. How do you use it? An explanation of how to use the social media tool and why use it. Describe the potential advantages and disadvantages associated with the social media tool. Then you're going to provide at least 2 examples of the social media tool and provide references. Remember that reference list I gave you in APA format. And here's a link if you don't know how to do APA citation. So if you have 5 group members, each of you can be given one of these to be responsible for. If you have 6, that 6th person can maybe be responsible for posting it on the wiki and making it look good or sharing one of the questions. Divvy up the work, delegate it, make sure each person has a component that they are responsible for. For an example of a completed wiki page, if you click here, it's going to bring you to another wiki site. And here you're going to see virtual worlds. I want you to notice that they have a subheading. So here you're going to see virtual worlds. What are virtual worlds? That's exactly what I'm asking you. So they did that and they added images, which always enhance a page. How do you use virtual worlds? Why? Examples and references. So please use this site as an idea, and you'll see other ones. Let's look at blogs. What other people have built. Here they've embedded in a video, which is a great idea too. So get as creative as possible with this. Use images, videos, pictures, and information to share what you've learned. Be as creative as possible and use these examples to see what worked and what didn't work, and always enhance and grow and develop your own. Let's go back to the instructions. So how do you submit the assignment? So we already did this. You chose a group, you signed up for a group, and you each have a wiki page. So down here, I'm not going to go over this in detail. It's going to tell you how to sign up or find that wiki. And I'm going to do that via video, but there's also written instructions depending on what type of learner you are. So make sure that you have both the video and the written instructions. We see, and please ignore week 4, it's actually end of week 3. And this is worth 15%. And here's a rubric that you need to follow. Again, look at everything in the 3 column. This is what you're aiming for to get the best mark possible. So once we've done that, let's go back to table of contents and look at where you can find the wiki page. So you can find it in actually 3 locations. I've posted it on the course homepage under part 2. I've provided it in the discussions under the question and answer board, and I've provided it here. So if you select Wiki Assignment Part 1 Wiki page, it's going to take you to our Social Media and Society page. Here you're going to see an overview of the assignment. So I've posted all the questions and the example site. So if you are in group blogs, you're going to click on blogs and it's going to bring you to a clean slate. Anybody who's provided me through the original Google original survey where I asked for your email and blogger, you now have access to this. So what you're going to do is here, you're going to blogs and you have a clean slate. You're going to select edit page. This is going to allow you to type in freely, spelling correctly. Then you can also edit. So you can do it by adding files, which will open up your documents, and you can select a picture to add. And I want to stay on this page. So let's try another way. I apologize. We can go to Insert, Image. Let's insert this image. Here, notice that you can also insert a web address. Click OK, and the image is going to be here. And then you can format that image. We can move it over to this side. We can make it a medium size. So play with these tools. Get to know this system. And after anything you do, make sure you save the changes. I'm just going to take this out so my blog group doesn't have my work in there. And that's how you add to your wiki. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please contact me. And here is another link to an example of last class's wiki pages. So you have two different sets of examples that you can go through to look at what people created on the site. So that is week 3, part 2. Once again, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Enjoy your week.